What's up, Ruby Youth? I'm Pastor Kyle, and I'm back to remind you that whatever you do, don't go back to normal. And one way we do that is by taking care of our mental health. Last week, we talked about the fact that you are alive for more. But today, we want to just take that a step further. Our text for today comes from Isaiah 41, verse 10, and it reads this way: "Don't be afraid, for I'm with you. Don't be discouraged, for I am your God. I'll strengthen you and help you. I'll uphold you with my victorious right hand." A couple years ago, my wife and I were visiting her family in Virginia. She lives in the DMV area. Her family lives in the DMV area. And I had never seen the White House. I had never done all the touristy stuff in DC. So we drove up one day, my wife, my son, and I, to DC. We started walking around. We saw the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, and we parked literally across the street from the White House. And as we were going back to our cars, all of a sudden we saw police cars whiz down the street and block off both intersections. Then we saw police riding their bikes, and they stopped to tell each person in the car that they could not leave. They pulled up to us and told us, "You can't leave because the president is getting ready to fly in." I looked around and I noticed that on the rooftops, there were FBI agents standing up on the rooftops. Then all of a sudden, there was a plane that flew over us. Then there was another plane that flew over us, and they just kind of circled the area. Then after about 15 minutes, you saw a helicopter fly, and it was accompanied by two other helicopters. And they stayed in the air until that first helicopter landed in front of the White House. The president got out and walked in the White House. As soon as the president made it safely into the White House, the helicopters went away, the planes went away, all of the federal agents dispersed, they got in their car and they drove away. The police on the bike said, "You're clear to go. We just had to make sure that this was a safe area for the president." And I got into the car thinking, if they do that for the president, how much more does God do for us? The president never has to worry about his safety because he knows there's a team of people rolling with him that makes sure that he's protected. He always knows that there are people who are powerful with him. So he really doesn't have to fear about where he goes or what he does because they know that there are people with him or her that go ahead of them to make sure that wherever they go is safe and clear. And I just want to encourage you today to let you know that you don't have to be fearful. You don't have to have anxiety. You don't have to worry because the God of the universe is with you. That is a promise that we have from the Bible, that the same God who told the sun to stand still, the same God who created life, the same God who held the water apart so that people could walk on dry land through it, is the same God who is with you. So I just want to encourage you today, if you're fearful, don't be, because God is with you. Once again, Ruby Youth, I'm Pastor Kyle, and I'm here to remind you, whatever you do, don't go back to normal. And the way that you do that is by making sure that you take care of your mental health. And the way that you take care of your mental health this week is remembering that God is with you. Let us know in the comments, man, like, what are you fearful of? What are you struggling with? Let us know in the comments. We want to have that conversation with you. So please like, comment, and subscribe.